they peep us. Shoot us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 13. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
It's second and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This one caught by Winslow. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Takes it down to the 10-yard line. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal. As a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to throw now on first down. With one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Escaping the fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The kicker on.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are back within a score.
His kick.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
So there's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They will find Winslow. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they're in field goal range now at the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Looking to throw.
at their own 6-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos 10.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but we've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
The first down carry for Davis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And this is is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete to number.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
16 yards.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trying to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's the Raiders punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
2 brings up second and goal.
Another try for Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
6 brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Charles, that's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To the end zone for a Denver score. How about that? Their quarterback, 27 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 31. Raiders.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Heavy out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He's calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. The kick here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
After, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they try the right side here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Allen has it, left side. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 9 now. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
interference here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Tackle made back at the 40.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now this time he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. 33 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos,
let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Been the whole half. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting